Justice is a process whereby injustice is overcome, exploitation lifted, oppression removed, rights restored, and livelihoods assured.
And on 22nd of November this year, the EAPPI Ecumenical Accompaniment program in Palestine and Israel, it will commemorate its 20th anniversary. So on this occasion, what according to you is the importance of this program?
The situation of the occupation continues. The situation has not improved on the ground as we could have said 20 years, just changed. The presence, as long as the member churches, as long as the local community feels this is important, I would pray, and I pray that the international, the wider global ecumenical family will continue that protective presence.
The idea of the EAPPI is to create a chain of humanity that promotes justice, peace, and reconciliation in Palestine and Israel and in the whole world. And that's the importance of EAPPI.
EAPPI program, the Ecumenical Accompany program for peace in Palestine and Israel, is one of the most significant and most relevant programs the World Council of Churches has in this time. There is a will and also a commitment among the churches to work for real peace and for a just peace.
The accompaniment was first of all seen as and welcomed by the heads of churches and local Palestinian and Israeli groups as a tangible sign of WCC concern, but also hope that this accompaniment would show some solidarity, that it would give some security, and that it would raise awareness.
It is a life-saving and life-changing opportunity for people who want to live accompaniment and not only speak of accompaniment. And what I mean by that, it is life-saving because having accompaniers among us in our communities while we pick our olives, while children are going to school, this is saving lives because a foreign presence many times will be a deterrent for the Israeli occupying power or the illegal Israeli settlers to interfere with our daily life. It is a life changer from what I've seen because I've tracked some of the people who have been here and I've spoken to them after they've left, and what they've learned by being on the ground in the Holy Land basically has changed the way they have a worldview.
The occupation is not only illegal, but this is also unethical. And just as there is a moral dimension to this conflict, there's also a moral imperative for us as churches and Christians on how we respond to this reality. The EAPPI provides us an opportunity of mutual growth in our humanity, while it challenges our mentalities, our beliefs, even our political understanding of the situation. It is a lesson of resilience and resistance, of hope and of dignity and integrity, a lesson that really changes us forever, because we say, once an EA, always an EA.
The 11th Assembly of the World Council of Churches expressed the firm commitment of the Worldwide Ecumenical Fellowship to strengthening our support for and cooperation with the churches of the Middle East, the Middle East Council of Churches, faith-based and civil society partners in order to seek a just and sustainable peace in the region. The Assembly called on the members of the Worldwide Ecumenical Fellowship to listen to the voices and repeated pleas of the churches and Christian communities of the region and to accompany them in prayer and action. It also called all member churches concerned for lasting peace and security for all in the Middle East to engage actively in efforts of dialogue with all sides in order to find a solution that respects and upholds justice and peace. The demand for justice permeates all social action, social relationships, and social structures. Whatever we do in the struggle for justice, our concrete action should be seen as directed towards social transformation. In other words, there needs to be a vision of an alternative society. What does this mean in the context of the Israel-Palestine conflict? We have to continue our joint pilgrimage of justice, reconciliation, and unity.
EAPPI since the beginning, has been a success in exposing people of different ages from different contexts to the reality of the occupation and to work towards an end of it. And unfortunately, the jubilee of EAPPI 20 years coincides almost also with 55 years of occupation of the West Bank. So while EAPPI is still necessary, it is also a tragedy that it is still taught.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 12, about suffering. When somebody suffers, the whole body suffers with it. So it was excellent that WCC responded by organizing this program, thereby allowing churches from many countries to be part of the suffering of the churches in the Holy Land.
So the program, while it started as Come and See, it turned out to be Come and Live, Come and Share, Come and Learn, Come and Witness.
What is your hope of justice and peace in the Holy Land?
I think, where the two peoples, as we say, and all faith communities will live together in peace.
And my hope is that EAPPI continues to bring forward the stories of the people living in the Holy Land.
And I really pray that it remains a reflection of the Christian presence and witness in this region.
My only hope is that the international community will continue working together with people there to find that solution.
We have only to trust this God of justice. That's my hope to the world.
Together in the name of the triune God of justice and peace, we never give up the quest for justice and peace. May God bless us all in this continued journey.